Alrighty, people. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Just making sure that we're live officially. So I had to triple check. There you go.
We hear you.
All right. So,
We can hear you.
anyways, guys, happy Monday. I hope everybody's having a great week so far. If you're watching us through Facebook, welcome. If you're watching us through YouTube, welcome as well. Welcome to our live stream, guys. This is a live stream where you can get to ask us anything that you want, theme park related. At the same time that we're giving you different news about the what's happening on the theme park. So just do us a favor, and if you can escape a little bit from Facebook, go to YouTube, hit the like button. The more people hit the like button, the more um, YouTube is gonna promote that video in our channel. So we just want to say welcome everybody. Format is very easy. Feel free to basically drop any question or any comment that you may have in regards to theme park, and we gladly will help you as a family. We'll give you recommendations, and we just talk about our experience. We're just doing this just to get to know you guys better, and for
Have fun.
yeah, have fun, and for you guys to know about us. So anyway, so far a hectic week.
Yeah. And you just started.
I don't know. Hey Chino, how are you? How are
Happy
you, my
Monday.
friend? Happy Monday. The week just started and it's going crazy.
Right off
It's
the bat
like,
with a basketball game.
we started with a basketball, not the NBA basketball game from last night. We just came back from a basketball game from Khalil's team, and I happened to be the head coach today. Oof, I was
Scary.
those middle schoolers get me sweating really quick. But anyways, that's what we have to kind of switch the time here and there. So I know I did 8:30. I switched it at the last minute, but hey, here we are at 8:20. But thank you so much for joining us. We got a lot of great news. Lots of news on news. And if you happen to be a Disney fan or you're interested on the Star cruise ship, I highly recommend you stay because we're gonna be talking a lot about it tonight. So let me start sharing our screen. We're gonna move a little bit faster than usual because I want to make sure that we have the time to talk about the Disney content. But anyway, we talk everything major about Universal and Disney pretty much. So feel free to ask us anything. One thing that made the news around is this huge rumor, and this is not the first time I'm hearing it. Um, where Back to the Future and I mean, they may be bringing a escape room for Jurassic World and Back to the Future
That would be amazing.
to City Walk. That would be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool, yeah.
Now, these started coming out last week, but this is not the first time I hear about it. You could tell that City Walk is attempting to enter in the competition against Disney Springs, and they have made a few changes here and there. I mean, they even shut down some of the clubs.
Yes.
So you can tell that they're moving away from that adult environment and making it more family oriented. So I could see where they're trying to do an escape room because they want to attract the family.
And that's one of the hot things right now. Like if it's not theme parks, escape rooms are a real big thing right now.
No, it got me thinking. Can you imagine if they could actually start, with Back to the Future and Jurassic World, right?
Harry Potter.
But eventually they could add something about Harry Potter. But not only that, can you imagine that if they could enhance it with Halloween Horror Night?
Oh.
So they could have a horror
escape room.
Oh,
that'd be
during Horror Nights.
That'd be
or
dope.
Do some festive escape room for Mardi Gras. Or
theme it for every holiday. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Can you imagine if they're able to do that?
That'd be cool.
I think it will give families something else to do, something else to look forward to. I don't know. What do you guys think? An escape room and City Walk?
That'd be kind of cool.
It's kind of cool, yeah. Something different to do. Something that will make me want to hang out in City Walk more.
Which is something they also should do at Disney Springs.
Right. I mean, I think they're missing opportunities.
Yes, they are.
They tried it. Disney Spring, they tried it with the NBA experience. It
Didn't
didn't
work.
work. So then, they need to promote more family
All
oriented
right.
things. So I don't know. So
I hope it. I hope that's true. Though. I hope it comes.
and Back to the Future, after shutting down the ride, kind of got a lot of people upset when they shut down the ride. Imagine if they're able to actually
That might be a way
do
to make it up a little bit.
an escape room, you see, and they're talking, you see, and around this area where the group was a very popular nightclub right next to Antojitos. It would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, something different. But that's the big rumor. So that's for Universal Studios. Imagine if they could do that in City Walk. If you are a fan of
That's
the
pretty.
Launch Fly, I know they released last week, I think, the Green Store Christmas Lounge Fly.
That seems a little late.
Oh, no, because the range, we got Dr. Seuss all year around. So for $82, you were able to find
That's
this.
cute though.
Want to give the credit to um, WDW News today from the Universal section and blockmickey.com for the Disney section. A lot of good merchandise. Look
That's
at
cute.
this. Sorry. The new King Gator Mardi Gras throw blanket at Universal Resort. So the other day we were at Universal and we walk around and totally forgot about looking for this.
I didn't see it.
But
From the little that I saw.
yeah, but we didn't go inside the Universal store. You see?
Yeah, we did. Because that's where we bought the the map.
Yeah, but we bought it outside.
Yeah, but,
For the crew crawl.
right, but we still went in. That's
right, but
right.
we didn't go farther than this.
Oh, maybe. I didn't see it.
What Karen is referring is a video that is coming out this
Sorry.
week. So there's gonna be a lot of Universal content this week. If you didn't notice, the first video that we put out, it was mostly about the President Days crowd level at Universal, and also we share some tips that may help you how to avoid long lines, or how can you do some other rides without making those long lines. So keep that in mind. But we also have 2 more videos from Universal coming out this week. So keep an eye open for that. So if you were wondering how much it is, $70 for those people that enjoy Universal Studios merchandise. But I personally didn't see. I totally forgot. Honestly, I totally forgot looking for it. But you can tell this is in the main Universal Studios store. So now we know to look it up like this. So if you're coming sometime this week, I will not tell you if you're coming eventually. Look for it. You gotta look for it regardless. But merchandise in the theme parks, they keep moving away.
Yeah.
They bring it, they run out.
And it seems like they don't bring as much anymore.
Yeah. So with all these distribution issues that they're having, I don't know. But anyways, know that there's a throw blanket from King Gator for $70. These I saw the other day. I did forget to mention to you because I remember going to it and looking at it, and I even made the comment to Kyle. I'm like, this jacket looks kind of cool, right? But it's a brand new hoodie. And let me see. For this youth tee, it's $23.
That's very youth.
Yeah, that's for
that's for little ones.
They also brought some pin, $9. See, the pins are not increasing prices like everything else. Baseball cap, $25. And see, these I saw on Saturday. Saturday was when, yeah, we were there Saturday. For $60, then you had the hoodie, which is, very nice. It's a very nice hoodie, though.
I like it. Pretty cool. It looks comfortable.
So if you happen to be around, look at this.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm digging Universal. There, how they stepped up their game and the merchandise, trying to compete against Disney, and I feel like they're doing some justice, some good justice. So,
I like it.
On another news, something that we will be giving you a full review is on this Sachi Papas. That you could find them on the Kids Zone. Universal didn't go as strong, I feel, to let us know the location of the Sachi Papas. But I won't tell you whether we liked it or not because this is coming on a video this week. But no, this is kind of the same concept as the pizza fries
Yes.
from Horror Night. So there's some Sachi Papas for Mardi Gras that you could be trying as well. This we saw on Saturday. Not a lot of people are posting about this. I don't know that people are up to the hype of that. There's a new kind of like Prince of BelAir show on Peacock. So they do have this photo op that you could actually see it on the throne of the BelAir and enjoy that kind of picture. We ended up taking one with Kyla and Kaleo, but as of Saturday, it was there. So keep an eye. If you go to City World, you are able, and it's kind of hidden. So
yeah,
you kind of have to like. Let me see if I could use this as a better point of reference. So if you're watching this little hand, right? So if you're coming from City Walk, I mean from the parking lot, and you make a right, this is the Universal store. So you kind of have to like watch over past the Coke stand.
I was gonna say past that Coke stand
On the left, that it will be located around here,
and then turn right,
straight, and then turn right, and then you will find it.
It's pretty much where they had. It's pretty much where they had the Christmas village stuff.
Yeah,
on that side,
the miso pine, whatever.
So it's closer to the water than it is.
But it is set sideways on a way that you could barely see it.
Yeah.
You have to kind of stick your head out and like, oh, okay, there it is. So, pretty cool photo op though. I mean, unique. Like I mentioned, the kids took a picture. Which Karen hasn't posted.
Will be Instagram probably tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, okay. So see, this proves my point. You see how if you're able to walk this way, you can see basically Tucson in the other side.
But the funny part is that it's not a very noticeable thing. So even when you're coming from that side, like I had a lady when I was taking Kyla's picture, a lady literally stood in front of that to like avoid traffic while she was on her phone. She didn't even realize that she wasn't a part of it, like she was in the middle of a photo.
Yeah, it's not like in a really.
It's not in the best spot, and it's not like I know it's got all that gold, but it's not calling the attention. Like it's something there because that lady literally stood right where the sign says BelAir there to mess with her phone, and she was literally in the picture.
And this is what that's on the back.
So it's not calling. It's a black wall. It's not really calling attention.
So you see, if you're coming from this side, then you get to see Vivo. But you see, this is what I mean. If you were there's a stand, for a merchandise stand, and right back here there's the Coke stand. So you kind of have to walk right here and take a pic,
right,
in order to see it. So it's not the best spot.
No,
definitely is not. So, but know that as of last Saturday, it was there. So. Kind of cool photo op to do. This caught out my attention. It's the new 2022 Mardi Gras edible beats and candy parade into Universal Orlando. So here's the Mardi Gras chocolate candy bar, and this is that's what it looks like. Wonder if it tastes good though.
Mm-mm.
So for $10, I think it brings three, which is not a bad deal unless that is super tiny.
It looks tiny though.
So it'll be interesting. But yeah.
Her hand looks huge next to it.
So that's it. If you have tried one, let us know if it's any good. Truffles in English. What is it? Toffee?
Toffee assortment.
For $12. That does look kind of small though.
That looks tiny. They look tiny. Maybe next time we'll
for $12, you know.
Yeah. Well, for that one, you kind of get a souvenir tin kind of thing,
right?
Like once you eat the candy.
Gummy Gators for $5. I would love to buy this for Kaleo.
Oh, he'll love that. Yeah,
he will go crazy, especially if they're sour. So for $5, you can find this. The candy beats for $5.
Wow.
I like the packaging.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool how they actually did it.
Yeah.
So,
but it's like a candy, like a normal candy necklace, and they're calling it a candy bead.
Yeah.
Pretty smart.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Universal is stepping up on their merch.
Yeah, definitely.
I like that. That's something you could find. This I wanted to show Kyla. It's like
Those are cute.
a Deadpool Loungefly wallet in a SpiderMan. Look how cool this looks.
I like those.
So for $35, you could get the Spider-Man.
I like it though.
Yeah, looks
Zipper?
pretty neat, right?
Oh, it's like got a zipper. Oh,
Yeah.
that one's cute.
It's a lounge fly, so it's similar to what you can find in Disney.
Yeah, but they made the other one look more like the one that I have for Star Wars.
Yeah.
Where-
Hi, Bethany. How are you? Hope everything
Hey,
is well.
Bethany.
Missed you last week, though.
That's pretty good. I like that.
I like this, yeah? That'll be something cool to check out, right?
Yep.
It
Definitely.
has different pockets.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So, yeah, that's a Marvel Spider-Man Loungefly wallet. And this is the Deadpool for $28. So the Spider-Man is $25. This one is $28.
It's interesting.
Right? Looks pretty neat, though.
Yeah, I like it.
Huh?
But that one also has a zipper. That's pretty cool.
Bethany,
Because it has that was interesting too.
Bethany says she's good. Glad to know that, Bethany. Hope you and the family are doing well. Pretty cool. Pretty cool concept, right? So
I might have to check it out.
There's something to check it out. I don't know. Hopefully this weekend we may be able to.
It's interesting that
make an appearance in Universal.
Interesting that Universal can still pull off Spider-Man stuff.
They can, because it's actually coming from the comic book, so they could actually do that.
That's pretty interesting.
So, but if you notice, the Loungefly materials, almost said that the items, the Loungefly items that they create are different for Disney, like Universal.
Yeah.
Oops, so, sorry. Hi Angela, hope everything's well. Our weekend was fine. Busy. That's probably a word that you're gonna hear us say a lot for a little bit, because it sounds to me like we're gonna be like this for a little bit. It went well. I hope yours was actually really good. Kind of missing going a little bit to the theme parks. We went to a few hours, for maybe 4 or 5 hours, to Universal on Saturday. Disney this weekend apparently was impossible.
Yeah, no,
because
we couldn't get in. Like I couldn't get in.
Right, there was no
reservation.
That's what they say. Big John, nice seeing you, buddy. Hello everybody. Remember to subscribe. John, you have become our favorite cheerleader, man, and we love you. Thank you for doing that. He also comments in the video and says that a lot too.
Thank you.
We appreciate
Hey.
Just leaving Universal. Look at you. And you just joined us, Miss Sheila. I've been tracking you. I saw you on Disney Springs. I saw that
you were getting your pass.
Yeah, welcome to the.
I got excited when I realized you were here.
Yeah, annual pass holders club. So welcome to that, Ms. Sheila. I'm hoping that you're having an excellent vacation so far, and that your day at the parks went well. Trying to figure it out, when are we gonna make it to Universal, because it's kind of like hectic this week, but we'll try to figure something out. Anyway, so Universal slowed down on us with news this week. It was more like about new release of merchandise and things like that. Keep an eye this week, because we're gonna actually give you a review of the crew crawl, which is a scavenger hunt that you could do with your family. Like here, everybody was killing themselves doing long lines, and we were just doing the crew crawl.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Completely different way, until you get to see the price that you could get.
Yeah.
And also, we were trying more food, so we had to sacrifice just to give you more. Food review for
the sacrifices we make for you guys.
So wait until you guys see that.
Had a kick this time.
Yeah, so wait until you see it. But anyway, going back to Disney, we're gonna be talking Disney. So I hope all of you are ready to talk Star Cruise Ship, because there's some news, and we want to talk over that too. Remember what happens in the Star Cruise Ship. It will be kind of like moving from there to the cruise. Remember, they're trying to imitate the cruise.
Right.
So it's important that even though a lot of us may not be able to afford it, for now. We keep an eye on that because they may be coming with new stuff that it may impact our cruises too. So
No, maybe.
something to keep in mind. So the first thing I want to just celebrate is that Disney figured out a way to just share mobile cast compliment through my Disney experience. And if you are in our Disney or Universal group, plus size and more, I posted it there on how are you able to do. I did a little video clip on how can you share, and this is very important. And why is this very important is because cast members deserve recognition. And the reason why I put posting in the Universal group is because I even tagged Universal on that post. I hope Universal is learning because yes, they used what is it,
Hashtag.
hashtag fist bump or whatever,
Yeah.
but a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people don't even understand how to what a hashtag does. And you know what?
And you have to do it through Twitter, no?
You have to
Yeah.
do it. You have to do it through Twitter. So I mean, hashtag works in Instagram and in Twitter, but Universal they will tell you do it through Twitter.
Through Twitter, yeah.
Because on Twitter, they're able to get that information versus the Facebook and Instagram. Another kind of like department gets it, and they have to just maneuver to pass it along. So that's what I mean. I hope Universal learns from Disney on how to do this cast compliment because they all deserve it. So and it's pretty easy. I posted it on the group. I did a screenshot, a step by step of how to do it. And I hope people start using it. I mean, cast members and team members, they deserve the recognition. Bethany said that's great with the compliments. I remember starting a Twitter maybe just to give compliment the last time I went. Yeah, they want you to use, Universal wants you to use the hashtag fist bump. Again, not everybody understands Twitter. Not everybody has Twitter. Not everybody has Twitter. Not everybody understands hashtag. I mean, I feel that if they're able to actually use this in their mobile app, that will simplify a lot. So
Carlos even had to do step by step for me to do Twitter to do the last one that I did.
So yeah, and I feel like if it's a lot of like if it's troublesome, people may get discouraged. I'm not gonna even bother. I don't know how to do this, and then there you go. And then you're walking out of the park and you see the guest relation line is really long, and you're like, I'm sorry, Susie, you did an amazing job, but I can't.
I'm not gonna wait.
I'm not gonna wait that.
I'm not wait yet again another line.
Right. So I feel like if Universal mirrors this, it will be excellent because we will be able to share great compliments with the team members. And I really hope all of you, when you go to Disney, you do this. Cast member, they work hard to provide us a magical time, and they truly are the magic. They're they're the magic. So I think that if we're able to like say thank you and recognize when they go above and beyond, we could actually return some of that magic back. So hopefully, I'm excited to see this, and I really want to, I want to promote it as much as I can. Chino says Twitter is too open, so many inappropriate things going on Twitter. I think Instagram is a little more controlled. Yeah, but and it's crazy because Universal tells you go to Twitter. So I mean we got Twitter because of the channel, but Karen had to open her own Twitter account because we didn't want Universal to see the channel doing the whatever hashtag fist bump. We wanted to come from us, from us, because I felt that if they would have seen the channel, Universal, I'm not accusing them, but I was afraid that they would be like, oh no, we don't want to, they could have taken as a promotion,
right?
And they would have just neglect that great compliment to that team member because she was great. So it forced Karen.
Yeah, she was awesome.
It forced Karen to open her own Twitter account, which was.
And I'm great with social medias.
Yeah, so it was kind of painful, but anyway. Know that you could actually use this feature. This caught me by surprise. New story living by Disney venture will master plan a community near you. So apparently Disney is under this mission to build communities across the nation. Not sure why are they doing this, because back on the 90s, they, I don't know if you knew this, but Celebration belonged to Disney.
Right.
Disney built Celebration Florida. Um, and that was the whole thing. The whole, and
Vision.
don't get me wrong, their vision actually allowed the opportunity for other neighborhoods to build a similar to that one. So what people did was, what they did is like, you buy into this neighborhood. You don't need to even leave the neighborhood.
No, they have everything.
You know, we're gonna bring your own shops, your own store. I mean,
Bank,
bank.
grocery.
At one point, AMC movie theater
Outside movie
was there,
theater.
and this was
Nightlife,
back.
nightlife, because they had like restaurants and stuff, like a little section of restaurants.
And if you have been in Celebration, they still have their own Halloween stuff going on. Their Christmas, they celebrate Christmas and all that. There are obviously their own town,
right?
But it got me by surprise, because like a good 6 to maybe 8 years ago, Disney got out of Celebration. So Disney, they built it, but they're not longer in Celebration. So for now to say we're gonna build a new story living by Disney, and there's want to spread it all over the nation, when in my opinion, they tried it here in Orlando and it worked at the beginning, but after that it just flopped. For whatever reason, they didn't maintain it. I don't know. It caught me by surprise. But this time they're starting on the West Coast. They are, and I don't know much about California other than what I've seen, but they're saying that the story living by Disney community will be built in Rancho Mirage in California, Coachella Valley, a location where Walt Disney himself owned a home and will spend leisure time with his family. Additional locations in the U.S. are under exploration for future development. Kind of like,
pretty interesting.
It is interesting. I don't know. Michela said, I was listening while driving my CV. You're so sweet, Michela. I'm glad that you're having a blast.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you for the super chat, Michela. Coffee
love. Thank you.
I did see that you were going to Starbucks, right? I think you posted. Yeah. See, I'm watching, Michela. I'm watching. I haven't been as active on social media, so I want to apologize. I personally have a family member who passed last week, and it caught me by surprise, and I haven't been kind of like the same. There's days that I'm up and down, and I haven't been as active on. And some of you have left the comments in the videos. I have read them, but I'm finding a hard time returning comments or keeping up with comments. I'm kind of like, I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm in this stage that I just kind of like in avoidance. Like I don't want to. I'm in one of those moods that unfortunately I don't want to talk to anybody. Even Karen might text me, and it takes me forever to answer her.
Which is not normal. Which is not the norm.
Yeah, I answer pretty quick, and so I do apologize. So if any of you have left us a message or anything like that, I want to say I am sincerely apologize with you. I'm a person that never let my personal life interfere with either business or work. But for whatever reason, this past year, I kind of been losing too many people that I love, and they're so close to me that I think I may be reaching my my limits. So, but I've been reading some of the posts that you guys do. I read. I'm trying to like hard and show that some acknowledgement, but I haven't left any comments because it's extremely hard for me to even say, "Oh, that's great, that's awesome." I'm like I said, I'm going through a roller coaster of emotions. So, thank you, Chino. Thank you. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. Thank you, Bethany. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I do, but I don't. I'm very transparent when it comes to the things that goes on in our life, and I'm trying to keep up, as a family of content creators. So we're trying to give you guys. I mean, you guys are invested. The fact that we have Miss Sheila getting out of Universal, she's watching us. So who am I to say nope? I'm not gonna do this. No, I owe it to you guys. You guys are committed to us, and I am committed back to you. But if you see that I don't react the same way that I answer you right away, don't quit. Keep posting things. Keep leaving us messages. We're reading it. Karen is that she tries to answer, but she's so used to me jumping.
Yeah, so I didn't even know that he wasn't. So I'll make sure that I start looking at it.
I read everything. Trust me.
Yeah, he's usually right on top of it. So by the time I even think of what I'm gonna write, he puts like 3 things. So.
Yeah, it's crazy because I read it. I'm like, oh, that's awesome, and I'm like,
and I sit here and I read. I'm like, oh, that's sweet. Hold on, let me see what I can write.
and sometimes I'm like, I just don't, But yeah, I mean, to the point that yesterday we finally had a day in the house.
Yes,
finally, after over a month.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
We finally spent all day in the house.
And then we didn't know what to do. I mean, I was working.
No, but Karen was working, and I decided to watch movies and catch up with shows with Kyla. And I just wanted to chill.
Yeah.
And I left my cell phone on the side. I didn't look as mom. Yeah, I kept up with what was going on. But after I posted about the video yesterday and I posted this live stream, I left it alone because I felt like I needed a break too. But you know what? You guys make me happy. So I appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Sheila. Big John, I'm going to St. Augustine the first week of April. Sweet. Can you say which trolley tour is the best? Red Train or Old Town? I've done a lot. We've done a lot of things with Red Train. The Red Train is the one that we have paid like that. That is right next to Ripley, believe it or not.
Yes.
So that's
that's usually the one we use.
So the one, I'm not saying anything bad about the.
I think we picked which one, and the Red Train have more things that we wanted to do.
Right. So the Red Train is the one that takes you to the different things like the Yale and things like that. Also, Big John, look at Groupon.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're like my sister when we went with her. She actually had bought cheaper things through Groupon, and then
she's all about Groupon.
And we were able to use it during that trip, and it was excellent. So check out Groupon as well. Have I considered using text to speech for your chat? No, not really. I like texting. I like texting. So yeah. But anyway, going back to this neighborhood, it came from Josh Damaro saying about the experience, but I'm very interested to see. Look at the concept art that they're using, that they're making it seem like, it makes you believe that they're gonna build it on the side of a beach or something like that. Again, I'm not bashing Disney for their efforts or anything like that, but it really caught me by surprise. Because you found something?
Well, I don't know. It might be the one that they're both really good for the San Augustine things, but we've done Old Town Trolley too. We've done both of them, I think. It just depends on what tours you want to do, because that seems like the one.
Also, the Old Town Trolley is the one that takes you like inside the town. The red one is that takes you around, and it takes you to the jail and all this stuff.
Yeah, so I think we've done both to do.
It's all depend what you want.
Yeah.
Or like I told you, look at Groupon. Look it up on Groupon if you're able to find a better deal. I mean, because they're not expensive, but the minute you start, and then I think that you told me it was you, your dad, and somebody else, right? But
that's why
every dollar counts, man. Even if you could get $5 off, that would be $15 right there that you could save.
That's a soda somewhere else.
Yeah, that's something else. Yeah. So, but anyway, I'm very interesting. I'm gonna follow this very through. Look at it. They make it seem like they're gonna have a city in the mountain.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, like I was saying, I'm not batching this. I just got it caught me by surprise after the whole thing with Celebration that they're kind of going and revisiting this thing. So we'll see. Um, I I don't want everybody to start freaking out. We even have spoken about this in previous live stream. This is nothing new. I don't know why. Uh, every time that they announce a price increase, it's like the world stops. Um, they do this every single year. This is
Around
nothing
this
new.
time.
Around this time, yeah. And Disneyland, they do it after the summer. So basically, what they say this time, this they change because it used to be, or this is what they will do. That they say, you know how they say 1 to 3 days stay the same. Don't be surprised if around June or July they decide to switch it. So they may not be hitting us with everything all at once, but basically they decided to change or increase the prices on the multi-day tickets. So this is basically the new
Bracket.
increase, the bracket. There you go. So for a 4 day base ticket, went from 434 to 596 to 447 to 596.74, including the taxes. So you're gonna see like this one: 630 to 646, 463 to 484. I want to say it's like a, what is it, a 2 to 6%. I read that yesterday, so my apologies. So anyway, go just know that if you're doing a multi-day pass, you're gonna pay more, and this is nothing new. And it's affecting the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You know, um, and over here in this they did a month by month breakdown. So also know that if you come during slower season, quote unquote, um I know that we just went through President's Day weekend, right? So the prices of this past weekend are completely different than the prices for next
This
weekend.
weekend.
Why? Well, we had the Princess Marathon, but still, they don't consider that like a high demand because only
It might
people
go. It'll go up a little
a
bit, but
little
not.
bit,
But not
but not as much
as
as last
holiday.
weekend.
Yeah.
So, but February is not as high as March. March is not as high as April. And then May goes a little bit lower, and then June, July, and then it takes from there. Um, Death taxes and Disney prices increase, things that you can count. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
pretty
so
much.
true.
Pretty much. And soon you're gonna see Universal and SeaWorld and Busch Garden announcing
Yeah.
theirs, which I've been telling you, Universal went up, but
Did you
a lot of people are not saying it.
Did you see somebody posted? I don't remember if it was Instagram or not. The fries that we ate. The
Yeah,
They went up from the first day of Mardi Gras. They
right.
went up like two almost
$2
$2
something.
something from that to this weekend. So we paid $2 more
Mhm.
than what people did during opening.
And what's crazy is that they posted it on the Universal um, pass holder page, and Universal
Blocked it.
blocked it,
Yeah,
closed the comments down. Again, I've been saying this to you. Universal has been increasing prices.
they're just not saying it.
They're not just Disney. If it wouldn't be Disney, that everybody, you see how Disney say we're going to increase prices and the whole world stops. Universal has done it. They just didn't say it, but they have done it. The annual passes went up. Food has gone up. Merchandise. I've been showing you the merchandise for a few months, but nobody talks about it. Soon,
But he talks about
whenever
Bruno.
yeah, when everybody start affecting everybody pockets, it's gonna be like, why is Universal increasing prices? They all do. So you already say,
Universal just does it more hush hush. They just do it,
yeah.
and hopefully
But it
nobody's
started
noticing.
with Disney. Soon watch it.
Which is weird
SeaWorld,
because
Busch Gardens,
SeaWorld is
Universal.
usually the first one to lead that.
Right. So those are coming soon. So keep an eye. So blockmickey.com did us the favor and basically give you the average single day price increase per month. So, for February, here's for March, and as you can see, they're gonna keep going up. May, June,
Huh.
yeah, July. They because they're already so high. So it is really interesting because they give you the average. So keep in mind, look at October, and because October is when you have
All the parties.
all the parties, everything. It's crazy.
In December.
November, December. So it does make sense. So that's the average of increase. So keep that in mind. Again, this is
So they even go
nothing
down to
new.
break down how many days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because in December it said like only 5 days didn't get touched. Like didn't get a price increase.
yeah. That's
Interesting.
interesting. I would love to go to Hollywood Studio. I'm sorry to do rides, but I'm afraid that even if I pay for 1 day ticket, the ride will be down or impossible to ride because of their lines. I will be so disappointed. Um, the average wait time this past weekend for rides was 2.5 hours. As far as I know, it didn't go down, but you know what? That's something it could happen in
Yeah.
Universal, man. Look what's happening in Universal. Where they have the Mummy is down. They shut down Trek 4D. Um, when it's bad weather, then Rip Ride Rocket they shut it down. Um,
Yeah, but he's saying like he's actually saying like if I buy a ticket just to go to Hollywood Studios and I don't get to ride
I
it, it's
know
gonna be disappointing. Yeah, but that's
it's a catch 22.
yeah, you can't yeah.
Look what happened with the same time. At the same time that you had the Mummy, Shrek, Rip Ride Rocket down. That's when they decided something happened with
With the train.
with the train, the Harry Potter train, and everybody was upset and all that, and it was a safety concern. You know, you just don't have control over
Yeah.
those things. So, but if everything is working, then no. My recommendation is go to Hollywood Studios, and the first thing you're gonna do is Rise.
Just go straight to
I
Rise.
don't care if they tell you if it's 60 or 90 minutes. Trust me, Disney, especially in the morning and
And at night.
late in the afternoon, they over exaggerate
Their times.
their times. They do it on purpose because if you're opening the theme park, they want to spread the crowds around.
Right.
So they're gonna tell you right off the bat, oh, you know, Rise is 90 minutes, and then you just do it, and it may be 71 minutes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, you still waited over an hour, but hey, you saved 20 something minutes. So what they do is they make you go somewhere else because you're like, I'm not gonna do 90 minutes. I will be back later on. In the meantime, I'm gonna just take advantage and do this and do this
Right.
and do that. So I highly recommend you. The first thing you do Rise or the first ride.
Yeah, it
Open
has to be the
park.
first ride. Because then it's less risky for it to go down really early in the morning than if you wait till like in the afternoon or later at night where it starts going down more often.
Yeah. Last week I mentioned the cruise prices were going up too. Yes, compared to last year, they have been going up. Remember, last year is when they finally were allowed to cruise.
To cruise, yeah.
So
And very limited.
Disney went with like or all cruises that went crazy. They went with good special.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, not a lot of people are still want to travel.
Or be in that confined space, because even in a cruise line, you're still more confined.
Right.
You're in the same, like hallways and
they started saying that everybody must be vaccinated.
yeah, you always have to wear your mask, where a lot of guests still don't like
people-
it.
So they had to make it more attractive, and by making it attractive, they decrease their prices. Now this year, they're starting to go back to their norm. Still not as expensive as 2019 or early 2020, but they're getting there.
It'll catch up soon.
Yeah, yeah.
Blog Disney, I think.
This one is on blog right over here, blogmickey.com. That's one I use for my information. Blogmickey.com, they're as good as disneyblog.com. They for the most part everything that they post is accurate, or they're saying you see how their own journalists go and then do this breakdown and do the research for us. So that's what I like about Blog Mickey. WDW news, they have it for both Disney and Universal. Their reputation is not as good because um people say that they either lie or they over exaggerate or they play a lot to the rumor. So you notice how I started this one with a rumor. So that's what people get upset at them. But if you notice, a lot of the things that I share with you are things that are in fact in here.
Right.
You know, Sachi Papas is here. I tried them, you know. These we took pictures. So everything that I give you, at least from WDW, um, we have seen firsthand. Or this is merchandise. So
Merchandise,
they're
yeah.
not gonna make up merchandise. It's not a rumor about merchandise.
Yeah.
But bloodmickey.com, I love them because they're really, really good on their uh what they actually present. Yes, Chino. Basically try to go early in the
First
morning,
thing.
Disney
Get there
Hollywood
early
Studio,
and go
and
straight.
go to Rise. How about this, guys? I posted this in our Disney group, and I'm telling you something.
It was the next day.
The first thing that the Lauren said to me was like, it's like me and Karen called it.
Yeah.
That was Lauren last week through the chat, and Karen. We got involved in this conversation. I don't know if you remember that when I said, why is Disney not taking advantage of Encanto when it's so hot? You know, don't wait. So apparently, Lin Manuel Miranda
It
approached
has the same feeling.
Disney CEO Bob Chapek about adding Encanto right to Disney parks. I mean, now that's apparently what it went up. Lin Manuel will not allow his name to be involved if this wasn't true. He would already discredit it. Um, but basically, he just brought it to them and said, "Hey, can you do something?" You know, they already have Mirabel. I always call her Maribel. Mirabel meet and greet in Disney California Adventure. Why not? So ironically, last week in this live, we all got caught up in the conversation that they needed to do something with Encanto and they need to do it quick.
Quick, yeah.
You know, it
Wow,
is
it's
the
hot.
hottest movie right now, probably the hottest since Frozen. Um, a lot of people love this movie. It has a great message. The amazing songs. And then in that post that I put in the group, it was cool because people were saying, imagine if they do a ride inside the casita where, you know,
Where it's losing its power.
yeah,
Oh, that'd be
stuff like
amazing.
that,
Yeah.
or where you are in front of the doors and see the door, you know what I mean? They bring you behind the scenes and you get to find Bruno and stuff. So people started like adding into
That could
the
be a good
story.
roller coaster kind of thing. Like
Yeah, exactly. So you're
not necessarily a roller coaster, but one of those like
or the stairs,
like pirates, you know, where they take you
right?
through.
And you
Like,
may be in on a seat, like kind of like where you are with Haunted Mansion, and then the casita
brings you like guides you
puts
through the
you down
house.
or
Guides
puts
you
you
through the
down
house.
through
Yeah.
the stairs like it does. So there's so many opportunities. I just hope and I pray that they actually listen to Lin Manuel Miranda on this concept. The guy came up with the concept of Encanto, and we all know what happens to that movie. Listen to the guy who put Disney movies back on the map and do all right with it. You know, we'll see. We'll see.
I'll do something.
So hopefully soon. If you're interested in Disneyland, Toontown already have their closing date, which is March 9th of 2022. And it is expected to reopen in early 2023. Why is this important? Is because they're going to be under construction. And even more important, the part that it was worrying me and many people is that Disney confirms that Royal Rabbit cartoon spin will remain in Toontown. When they actually came with this concept, as there's nothing over here that calls Royal Rabbit.
Yeah.
Now, first timers for Disneyland over here back in July, we love Royal Rabbit.
Well, I know they can't take it away.
And there's a lot of people they love that Royal Rabbit.
It's a classic. You can't take it off. You can't take that away.
So when they came up with this concept art, people were like, I mean,
Which Roger
Royal
Rabbit?
Rabbit is around here, but there's nothing that says Royal Rabbit. But important thing, we got a date, and it's confirmed that Royal Rabbit is not going anywhere. That's great news. And if you've never been in Disneyland, trust me, you're gonna thank us when you're able to go and
When it
experience.
reopens.
But it's looking pretty cool. I cannot wait. And if you didn't know, this is where they're putting Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway, which is over here. It's currently under construction. So they're like, okay, we're gonna redo that whole Toontown, which is the first time that I believe it's the first time that they touched Toontown since that they opened that park. So pretty neat.
Took a while.
Pretty neat to see what's happening. Topiary is already out. If you watch our videos on Epcot about our last visit to the Festival of the Arts, you will see that we show you some of the topiaries around. So obviously, even in the video, I told you that during the day you will be able to appreciate these more than during the night. See, somebody asked me in the video, and I forgot answering that. If I think that once the festival start, if they put a light so you are able to see it, the answer is no.
No, I don't remember that.
The part that I don't like about Epcot is that Epcot during the night sucks. They let it be so pitch black, and it's not even.
And there's some areas that are black.
Like so once you make it from Japan on all the way through the UK, it's pitch black, and I hate it. I hate it because even when I have to take pictures and record videos for you guys, I can't. Often you will see us using our cell phone, so I could put the flashlight on the menu because I cannot even show you a darn menu. Right. I don't know why Disney does so bad with their lighting in Epcot, and
I really would assume it's because they're trying to give you that feeling of that if you were over there, it's not gonna be like uplifted. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's gonna be extremely lit.
I thought Piari should
be lit.
Light, but they don't. So anyway, I love seeing Topiary. Now, Flower and Garden is not my favorite festival. Our is Festival of the Art, but it's very neat to see.
It's cute.
The Topiary, how they maintain it, and you get to see the flowers, smell the flowers.
Yeah, some of them, yeah.
Oh my God, they do an amazing job. So you're coming soon. I think it's as of March 2nd.
The horticulture team is amazing.
March 2nd that's when the Flower Festival. Garden Flower Festival start.
Flower and Garden,
sorry. And it goes all the way to July.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't extend the art festival more. I would assume it's because they have to pay all the artists, but
yeah,
that one's one that should stay longer.
So they do have a whole bunch of topiaries already out. So just know that
we got pictures. They're not the best though.
Yeah, the pictures don't do any justice. Yeah, this is something I think I have it here. Hold on, because I hate. There you go. I hate when I just jump out of
sequence.
There you go.
My mom's gonna love that.
Tinkerbell Fairy House Garden arrived for 2022 Epcot Flower and Garden. This we haven't seen. This is as new as yesterday, I think. So they actually did an actual garden. Well, your mom works there, so she should be able to see it before we do.
Yeah, gotta let her know.
Yeah. Oh, Miss Sheila got back to the hotel. Nice, Miss Sheila. Are you staying in property, like in Universal property? Yeah, it's pretty. Look at this.
That's beautiful.
So this is brand new too.
I wonder if they're gonna make merchandise for her.
I'm assuming.
Since they're doing a whole section for her.
Yeah, this is pretty neat, right?
Yeah.
So this obviously we haven't seen because we went to the festival. When was it? Wednesday or Thursday? Thursday.
Thursday, I think it was.
We went to Epcot Thursday. So, well, look at this. How pretty.
That's beautiful.
So that's part of the garden from Tinkerbell. And brand new this year as well, just so you guys know. And again, we're gonna go back and we're gonna show you more details. Disney Cruise Line extend final payment, relaxes cancellation fees for select Disney Magic and Disney Wonder sailing. Very important news to know, you know, because it allows you to make plans accordingly.
I go
So for select Magic, Disney Magic and Disney Wonder sailings, Disney Cruise Lines extending final payments on to 30 days prior to sailing for guests booked in unrestricted stateroom categories.
nice.
Usually, I think it's 45 or 60 days where you actually have to pay.
The final payment.
Yeah, round trip selling US will continue to sub. Yeah, current 60 day. So it's usually 60 days. So Michelle is staying at Wingate by Wyndham. Oh, cool.
That's a nice one.
Yep, you're not far at all from there, from the parks. So it gives you the different um cruises, and it says cruises 1 to 5 days, excluding suites and concierge stateroom. Uh, 30 days or more, no fee. 29 to 15 days, 75% of vacation price per guest. 14 days or less, 100% vacation price per guest. So it gives you basically the breakdown on when the final payment is due. Again, it just gives you more flexibility. And this whole cancellation fee is kind of cool too, because then, mm, COVID is still happening,
Yeah.
unfortunately. And the way that it works, also, you guys know, you still have to get tested before you go to one of the cruises. And if you test positive, then you could actually get the refund or use that to
Towards another one.
towards another booking.
That's not bad though.
Yeah,
I mean, they can say you're out.
you're up. For those who are Run Disney fans, the Princess Hat Marathon weekend is this coming up weekend, and they already released the merchandise, which is kind of cool. Let's see how long.
Look how pretty.
Let's see how long it lasts, because people
Nothing.
go crazy,
It won't last.
just like the Figment buckets. You're gonna have a whole bunch of people buying a whole bunch of them. Look at Mulan. I love
It
that.
seems like it's a Mulan thing.
Yeah. So people go crazy buying, overbuying, and then reselling it. It's beautiful,
That's so cool. The princess is running.
If you are into princesses, that's it. Now, this is what Disney Princess Marathon Weekend participating guests are invited to attend during the
Expo.
following dates. That's for the expo.
I like the expo.
If
I miss
you're
the expo.
Yeah, if you're in town and you have some time, going to the expos are pretty cool.
Yeah.
You get to see cool stuff too, and they do photo ops. Sometimes they bring characters. So
They bring a lot of like running or exercising
uh-huh.
companies into that expo.
You get to see Mickey and
Yeah.
Minnie, Goofy, and all that, like in the running attire. It's pretty cool. All right, this. Let me see. Let me see this. All right. See, I wanna leave the juicy
I
part
see them.
to the end. Yep. Yep. All right. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. All right. So there was a slight change in Genie Plus, so keep that in mind. I'm gonna read it. For a single day, now you're can only buy Genie Plus the day off, and that's very important, because up to this past weekend, you could have a single day, and that would be, I don't care, in the summer, right? You could have actually purchased the Genie Plus already now. Now, what they're telling you is, if you have it for a single day, you gotta wait until the day off.
Until that day.
Now, if you have multiple days, then you could actually buy it in advance. Now, don't it doesn't really make any difference, because what it really makes a difference with Genie Plus is the fact that whether you're staying on property or off property. If you're staying on property, then they allow you to start making selections at 7 in the morning, I think it is.
Yeah.
You know, um, But if you're not staying on property, then you have to wait until the park opens.
Opens. Yeah.
So that's basically the big difference, if it makes any sense. But single day purchase of Disney Plus are now available directly through my Disney experience on the guest date of visit. Third party 1 day tickets with Genie Plus will continue to be sold through March 1st. Kind of like a slight change over there. Very important. This is kind of cool to see. New complimentary annual pass holder magnet coming to Disney Spring. Back in the days, it used to be Epcot. I mean, and I wasn't a AP back then, so but I do remember seeing the long lines in Epcot.
Yeah.
Long lines for those. So apparently soon it's gonna be you're gonna be able to pick up those magnets from Disney Springs. So we'll see.
Which is nice that they took it out of the park, because now if you don't have a reservation, you can't go into it. So it's nice that they moved it to Disney Springs where everybody can go.
True, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now that makes sense. Right. All right. Garden Grace menu reveal for 2022 Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival.
Gotta taste more food.
So some of the things that you could find is the grilled street corn on the cob with savory garlic spread, avocado toast
That sounds
with
good.
marinated toy box tomatoes and toasted shibata,
I want to try that.
grilled baby vegetables with hummus, cream and red pepper. I'm sorry. Potato pancakes and house-made applesauce.
They ruined it.
Okay. Coconut tres leches, which is a vanilla cake soaked in oat milk, almond milk, and coconut milk with toasted coconut located in Isla Fresca. I'm assuming that's going to be the Mexican booth.
Right. I want to try that. They put all the healthy
so,
milks in there.
So this is basically the Garden Grace menu.
That looks delicious.
And basically, like I told you, the festival is starting on March 2nd and it goes all the way to the 4th, July 4th.
July 4th. Woo!
Wow. Okay. That's for the Garden Festival. Ooh. Expedition Everest refurbishment extended onto May 2022. This is not good news.
No.
And it's crazy because I think it was like a few weeks ago where we were talking about it, that we're testing the train by itself, remember?
So whatever came out of that test was not good.
I guess not. So, oh yeah, I showed this image. Remember that? This picture? So now it was supposed to be closed until April. Now they actually extended it until May.
So go down a little bit.
Going down.
Not yet.
Go ahead, read.
Well, I'm looking because it says it's possible that Disney has not identified a reopening date yet and will adjust reopening at a later time. We recently saw Disney flip-flop on a reopening date for Cali River Rapids as they try to identify a reopening time frame. So Cali River Rapids is down as well.
Yep.
So what's open?
I don't know, but that's
Avatar. The Avatar stuff.
Open Everest, well, then you go to Fly of Passage, River Journey.
Those lines have to be huge.
And the safari has to be.
You have nothing
astronomical. So huge. Thank you for the super much. Chat. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry that you gotta leave us. We're gonna keep the live up so you can watch it. But thanks
for joining us. Yes. Have a good night.
Yeah, you may want go ahead and watch the last part because we're gonna start talking about the Star Cruise ship, and you may want to learn more about that. And I think that's what we're doing a segue to the Star Cruise ship. Let me upload this.
We need to Star Wars music.
Well, I want everybody to know, because you don't even know this.
Nope, why not?
I want everybody to know that Disney kept this as a secret. But right now, as we're speaking, there are social media or news people at the Galactic Star Cruiser right now as we speak. Um, as far as I know, there's mostly TikTokers, Instagrammers, and a hand selected amount of people. They are YouTubers. Not that many, maybe one or two of them. Most of them are like bloggers. You know, the people that like they do this, like they write a blog about it, and Instagrammer and TikTokers. As of now, they actually boarded this afternoon. They're not allowed to post any pictures or basically to share any video or pictures until Friday. So you want to keep an eye this Friday to see what's coming out. And believe me, we will be talking about it next week. Now Disney this for the last few days they have gone crazy releasing information, which I'm super glad they have because I've been criticizing them heavily, not me, a lot of people heavily because when it comes to marketing, in my opinion, they haven't done a good job. And again, it's only our opinion, but there's a lot of other content creators that are sharing the same opinion. I can tell you that the little bit that I was able or people was able to share, quote unquote, they are currently they boarded this afternoon. What they've seen so far is amazing. Now, the part that I don't like, and is that I'm really hoping that people are being honest.
Right.
You know, there's a difference when people invite you through a media event. Luckily, the media events that we're being invited, nobody actually tells us what to say or what to do. And by all means, I'm not saying that Disney does that, but I hope um, the I really hope that the people that are there are completely honest.
Right.
Not that I feel that I have to be in a position to say that I like it. So that's all I could say. Well, hi Michael.
Hello.
Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you.
Hope you're
Um,
having fun.
yeah, welcome to Florida. So keep in mind that as of Friday, you will be seeing a bunch of information. Um, Now they are people that I trust, you know. Jojo from Jojo's World is there. He got invited. Michael does Disney. Instagrammer got invited. Brooke, that is also a blogger, got invited.
Nice.
No, I want to say, don't quote me on this. I want to say that Ordinary Adventure got invited.
Oh, that would be nice.
But my concern is, and I don't want to take away from them because I do respect that. There's a reason why I'm mentioning their names because I respect what they do. And trust me, they've been doing this longer than we have. I hope they we get an honest review.
Right.
It is different when media you get invited for media and basically they're paying for your expenses than you and me who had to pay $6,000
Right.
for this experience. And and by paying $6,000, I'm gonna expect
Right.
everything.
Right.
You know. So anyway, what the first thing that they're sharing with us is that Walt Disney Imagineering shares a look inside Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. So basically, they share now more about the storyline. I don't want to bore you with that whole story, but pretty much this comes from specific comic books. And if you didn't know, and if you remember last week, we closed with the novel that is actually being written right now for Princess Leia and Han Solo, right? So, according to the comic book and the storyline, Han Solo and Leia, when they got married, they spent their honeymoon over here at the Galactic Star Cruiser. And those comic books actually set the story of what you're going to be experiencing when you go over here. So, and they're basically what they're trying to tell us is that those stories also tie up into the
Everything
Star
else. Yeah.
Wars story. So they, if you can see, they're actually showing us not concept art. They're actually showing us a little bit more of details of what's going on inside. Um, there, I'm trying to read at the same time, but they're basically they give us more.
Right.
You see, as you're looking on the background, you can see more and more. Now you are able to play. I gotta mute it because if not, okay. So you're they even release a brand new video. Is this brand new video better than the first one that they actually took out? Yes, because they give you more details. So I highly recommend you to look it up again, blogmickey.com, or you could just put Star Galactic Star Cruiser new promo video, and basically you're gonna find these guys. But they're basically giving us a closer look of what's happening inside the Galactic Star Cruiser, which is amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Look, they're showing us the room that hasn't happened, more in details. They're explaining us where the story begins, um, why Batu and all that. So they go into a more immersive kind of explanation. They actually finally take us inside the world of Star Wars, what we've been waiting for. And I feel honestly, had they shown us this video before, I feel they would have hooked me. I'm like, I told Karen, $6,000 still a lot of money.
Yeah.
But after watching this video and learning more about the comic book, it got my it piqued
Attention.
my curiosity. It got my attention. And Karen knows that when I want something, my brain start kind of like figuring it out a way to
Get there.
get there. The problem is that now it's too late. I feel that if they held to this information for way too long, and now I'm afraid to pull the trigger and not getting what they're saying that I would. So now I gotta rely on other people. But you see, here's the what is it, the Halcyon Legacy, which is the comic books that anybody can buy. It's been out for a while, and it tells you basically all the stories. Chino said, "Yeah, unfortunately, it's hard giving an honest review when being sponsored, especially Disney. Is kind of like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well, we don't. Yeah, because we don't know if they're telling them here we sponsored you, but you can't say anything negative. You can't. You know what I mean? Like we don't know how restricted they're gonna be on what they
Right.
can and cannot say.
When we go to media events, I basically talk to the PR person and say, is it okay? I'm gonna give my honest opinion. I always say that. And they're like, no, 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 that's exactly what we're looking for. Now, if you ever, you guys watch our videos, we're never rude. We're never say
We're not
bad
disrespectful.
thing. We're not disrespectful. We actually say that thing they could have done this better. They are companies out there that are actually looking for that feedback, and they have come to us before and say, hey, what do you think we could have done better? And then we tell them,
Right.
oh, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that with us. I don't feel that a company like Disney will do that, especially a major concept like this. So this is some of the concept art that we already seen. So I'm not gonna bore you with that, but what I want to try to give you is more images. As of this morning, I mean, this is as new as this morning. Disney emailed everybody who has a reservation sharing these images. So this is brand new. That unless you follow the news like I do, I'm showing it to you for the first time. So let me all right. So they came over here and said, see, in an email sent to guests today, Disney released more promotional emails from images inside the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser hotel opening soon at Walt Disney World. So here's a look. So now they're showing us more an immersive experience into the world. They're showing us like a bar, like it almost looks like the cantina, right?
It looks like more like a restaurant. It
Like
looks like a restaurant because if you there's see how there's like tables behind it,
uh-huh,
so it looks more like it's like one of the dining experiences
with
with
a
a show.
performer
Yeah,
right
with the
behind us,
cantina people, probably.
right? This looks like the server, right?
Right.
And then there is actual in the comic book, and I don't know the name of this droid, but apparently you will be able to interact with this droid. This droid will be around,
That's pretty cool.
and you will be able to interact, kind of like R2D2. You know what I
Right.
mean? But this is actually from the
Comic book.
comic book. I forgot the name of the droid, but yes, you will be able to interact. This is kind of like a lounge area.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we're seeing images that was sent today for the first time. Now, I want you to keep an eye on this. This is something that I recently learned. This looks like a magic band, right?
Right.
So you will get a part of your experience. You will get exclusive magic band. And why is this magic bag so important? Magic band so important is because it will allow you to interact with different things in the hotel that will make your experience even more special. It
Cool.
will immerse you. This is the reason why I say keep an eye on what Star Wars does, because we may see. Remember, Disney is releasing this Magic Band Plus in celebration of the 50th anniversary. And remember, it's like a way of having a new experience, right? I can guarantee you soon you might see this in the newer cruises too.
Yeah.
Where you are
That'd be kind of cool though.
You're able to
interact
more. So this is something that they never shared before. So apparently, I guess they may be shooting.
Yeah, it looks like a big video game kind of thing.
All right.
Or you're defending the ship.
So obviously, all of this is old. So again on Friday we're gonna be able to see more and more and more. Now they also decided to share today the floor plans. So you see where I had the lightsaber training pod, the climber simulator. So that's
restrooms.
Very important. Transport dock. So
that's where you go into. Batu, probably.
Exactly. So that's what they're saying. When you go to Batu, they're gonna make it seem like you're actually
leaving
the ship. And people are saying that they may use the technology as Space 220. We haven't done Space 220, but I've seen it how they do that. Like it makes you feel like you're actually going to space and returning to Earth. So, you know,
it looks pretty cool.
It does.
Yeah. Now it looks better.
Now I'm kind of like leaving the height now. $6,000. I mean, whatever, 5,200, whatever the heck it is, it still hurts.
Still too much.
You
can do like 2 cruises for that.
Look at. So you have your Adrian. That's the bridge. Sublight Lounge, the collection, lounge pod dock. Look pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it looks.
Engineering room, cargo hold,
the
dining room, lightsaber training, climbing simulator. I like it, you know. So it's literally like an actual cruise line, like a cruise ship.
Yeah.
So you see, there's the deck 4 cabins, deck 5 cabins, deck 7 cabins.
Wow. Didn't think it would go up to 7.
Right?
Decks.
Especially when you see yeah, it goes down.
It goes down.
It looks pretty dope.
Yeah.
Now, we've been talking about prices, right? I wanted to basically find a way that I could like justify the expenses or looking at it in a different way. And I was able to find this article by DisneyFanatic.com. I mean, this is, and I'll be honest with you, this is probably the second or third article that I'm able to like get from DisneyFanatic.com. I'm not gonna say that it's 100% correct. I'm not gonna say that I agree or disagree 100%. I just want to show this to you guys and get your opinion. But what they try to do is a price breakdown of why Galactic Star Cruiser actually cost actually makes sense. When I read that, I was like, okay, you got my attention. Sure, that's a perfect title for
Yeah.
our video right there. So, um, they explaining to you that it's a 2 day immersive experience. Um, and basically they're gonna give us the prices. And this is what I want you guys to follow me. Follow me for a little bit. I'm gonna read directly from this article. Now, you guys know I'm very analytical, so I had to look at those numbers. So rates are based on the number of guests per cabin per night. That's how cruises work.
Right.
They are ranging from $1,209 per guest per night for 2 passengers to $749 per guest per night for 3 adults and 1 child. And they're getting this from this breakdown over here. We've seen this. This is how much we know. That's what when you guys hear me saying $6,000 is because I'm basing it off with 4 of us, right?
Right.
So it's $749 per guest or $5,999. So that's why I keep saying $6,000. Okay. Realistically, guests are looking to spend 5 to 6 grand in 3 days and 2 nights. Many have said the price is ridiculous, but let's dig to see what's included. And this article helped me understanding even more. There's actually a lot included in your Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser 2 day immersive adventure, according to Disney, right? This basically that includes a 2 night stay in the cabin or suite, ongoing immersive interactive entertainment where choices determine your experience, food and beverage on the Star Cruises, excluding alcoholic and specialty beverage, which it makes sense,
Makes sense, yeah.
and a quick service meal at Dock Bay 7 food and cargo or other select locations at Disney Hollywood Studios. I didn't know this. I knew about Docking Bay 7 on your day of Hollywood Studios. I didn't know that it included other locations.
That might have been something new.
Okay. Admission to Hollywood Studios for your planetary excursion to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, valet parking, and exclusive Galactic Star Cruiser Magic Band. Now, this is where Karen and I needs to see it separately, or if you are annual pass holder or cast member, you cannot see it this way. You gotta see it like a normal guest that need to buy a pass to a park.
Right.
You cannot see it like with my benefit as an annual pass or your cast member. Or else what they explain you how this article DisneyFanatic.com explains to you, it will not make sense to you. Now, I want to say $6,000 still a lot of money. I don't care how much justification you make over here, but it's still a lot of money. Okay, so here's how they break it down. Valet parking costs $33 per night alone for a 2 night, 3 day stay at Disney World. Magic bands already cost a minimum of $30 now. That's true. But the value of the Star Cruiser exclusive will most likely put Shop Disney shelf value around over $50 each. So multiply that times your expected Disney World vacation party. They do have a point because my magic band for SpiderMan that I still have over here, that was $30. I can guarantee you the Magic Band Plus, the one that everybody's waiting to come out, the one that is gonna be interactive around the theme parks, especially with all the fabulous almost a monuments. They're not monuments, but you know the
statues,
the statues,
50 statues,
the fabulous 50 statues. I could guarantee you those are gonna cost $50. There's no way they're gonna cost that Magic Band Plus.
Interactive, making it interactive,
and
yeah.
make sounds and changes of color. That's not gonna be $30. It will be $50, and I can guarantee you that's the one that they're gonna be using.
Well, they have to because it says it's gonna be interactive,
right? But they're gonna be using the same. No wonder why they're installing the sensors already at the park for the Magic Band Plus,
Right.
because they're coming soon for the one in here for the Star Cruiser. So I believe that it will be $50 as well. A single day standard theme park ticket will also run, I guess, between $129 to $150 plus dollar. Remember, this is when you are adding everything separately. After that, we have a 2 night stay at Walt Disney World newest and arguably most technologically advanced hotel with cast member working round the clock. Good point. I didn't even think about that. To provide an out of this world experience that seems to be on par with the cruise industry and including meals both on board and in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So, but let's dig a little deeper into those. Now, beautiful food. The cost of food at Star Wars. Um, it seems that Disney Imagineers are really shooting for the star to create out of this world dining experiences. And I'm just gonna go to that money. Now, on an average, a dinner at Disney World Resort Hotel can run guests around $40 per person. That's a true fact.
Mm.
And a ultra deluxe experience like this through will probably be listed in Disney World website with a $4 sign, which is more than $60 per person. So let's call it 50 per person. So now they're averaging it, and
Right.
I believe that.
Yeah. I do too,
I
actually. Yeah.
believe it. Breakfast and lunch are also available aboard the ship, but a quick service meal during your excursion to Black Spire Outpost at Disney Hollywood Studios is also included, and the meal credit is good for the following location. Now, check this out.
Jeez. Every
You could
restaurant. Every
actually
restaurant.
you could actually have lunch at any of these restaurants for a value meal of $14.99 per and under per adult. So pretty much you're not locked in onto Galaxy's Edge. I didn't know this, but you know what? This price actually makes sense.
Yeah.
So with this in mind, let's run the base meal tab out to $200 per person per day. So for us, it's around $800.
Right.
Breakfast, lunch,
And
dinner.
But I wonder, especially for those sit down restaurants, if they'll have spaces reserved for the Galactic Cruiser. Because you know how sometimes you have to make those reservations way in advance?
Mm-hmm.
What if you go and none of that's available? I mean, some of them are like pizzerias and stuff like that, but like your actual sit down restaurant.
Yeah, that I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like
we'll have to wait onto.
Or those are not all QSRs, are they?
It looks like it are QSR. I don't see any any sit down.
Yeah.
Because this is lunch.
Yeah.
You're gonna go for. I think you're gonna go for breakfast and lunch. That's what they said.
Breakfast and lunch.
So yeah, so it's breakfast and lunch included. So it's
it's included in the ship, but then you can go to any of those as well.
Right, the day that you're in Galaxy's Edge. So with that in mind, for breakfast and lunch and dinner,
right,
it should be around $200 per person per stay. It does make sense.
Makes sense, yeah.
So room cost for Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, that's when they break it down. So let's subtract the $280 for 2 dinners, $45 in park lunch, another $420 for the 3 theme park tickets, $75 for valet, that's including the tip, and $150 for 3 exclusive Magic Band. Using these ballpark numbers, our estimated hotel charge remains $4,329 for our family of 3. That is $2,164.50 per night. To put this into perspective, this price sits right between the average cost of a deluxe resort and a Disney deluxe villas. Guests can stay at a monorail hotels like the Contemporary this March for less than half the cost. But there's a thing: the Galactic Star Cruiser is not just another Disney World hotel. It is truly a 2-night, 3-day cruise that pretends to go to galaxies far, far away instead of embarking on a high seas. Because Disney requires a little more cast member magic than it does Disney Grand Floridian Hotel or Disney
And that's
Boardwalk,
a lot to say.
and it adds the cost of the extra demand into its price when it says ongoing, immersive, and interactive entertainment, where choices determine your experience. And on top of the 24/7 cast member immersion, guests will also experience cutting edge technological innovation that no doubt comes with a staggering operational
Right.
cost. And this person says, I haven't even gone into the other amenities and experiences guests will get to take advantage, like the sublight lounge or the lightsaber training, because frankly, I don't need to. The basic package alone demonstrates the Star Wars Galactic Cruiser
It's
is
expensive.
appropriately priced. The only problem is my own, which is I am nowhere near big enough Star Wars fan to shell out the kind of cash. Personally, I take the money and book myself a villa at Disney World,
This is Animal
Animal
Kingdom
Kingdom
Lodge.
Lodge, or a Bora Bora Bungalows Resort, blah, 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 blah. You know what? I do appreciate,
They doing that
uh,
breakdown.
yeah, I do appreciate this person doing the breakdown. I do appreciate, this is what I mean by an honest review.
Yeah.
Notice how this person says, it sounds good deal for me. However, I'm not a Star Wars fan. I still
Not that big of a Star Wars
yeah,
fan.
exactly. So I still don't think for me
It's justifiable.
that I would justify that much money, because I'd rather go here or there. But for a Star Wars fan, definitely is worth it. That's
Yeah.
what he said
Yeah,
on
pretty
another
much.
show. So
Sheila's back.
oh, you're back, Miss Sheila. Okay, no
That's
problem.
awesome.
Thank you for coming back. So after I explain all this to you, Karen,
It makes it.
what are your thoughts?
It makes it justifiable. It's just, especially for us, because we are a Star Wars fan, and fortunately for us, even the kids are Star Wars fans. So I think it'll be an amazing experience. It's just still a lot of money. When you
$6,000.
Yeah.
I feel like if this thing would have been maybe like $4,000, 3,500, $4,000, I personally would have pulled that trigger.
Right.
I would have just.
Who knows? Maybe once after Friday, when all these vloggers or TikTokers or whatever they post,
Let me see if anybody have posted anything
uh,
else.
it might totally change our outlook on it.
But I need an honest opinion.
Well, I don't know about their honest opinion. I think if we just see what they're going around and seeing, like depending on how much they can record and how much they can't. If we see a lot of things that are amazing, then it'll probably make it more justifiable for us to go.
I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, if are you a Star Wars fan to the point that you're like, you know what, I don't care,
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it regardless, or yes, I understand that this is a lot of money, but Carlos, with everything that you're sharing now, now we're
Kind of makes sense, yeah.
now I'm believing the hype. I'm very intrigued. I may pull the trigger. What do you guys think? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
I'm kind of like in the middle. Like, I heard and read about it. Like, as you can see, I've been doing my digging, and Karen can tell you when something piqued my curiosity, I'm start trying to make sense of it. I still don't know, because I see, I'll be honest with you. I want to get out of Florida with all due respect. I know a lot of you want to come to Florida. No, I want to get out. And when I mean get out, I want to go on a cruise.
Yes.
We need I want to chill. I want to be able to bring you guys to the cruise with us. And also, we got a trip to California already planned for September. So we got to make it there one way or the other. Had I not been so into I want to do this and I want to do that, who knows? I might have pulled the trigger. I might have said, you know what, heck it, let's do it.
I think this year is kind of almost out of the question.
Sheila said, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but they will have to do something absolutely spectacular for that much money. I agree.
Yeah, I agree too. I think that's why I agree. I say that we need to see what's inside.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they can get us with pictures and stuff like that, but we need to see it inside before we
I
commit to
have
that
to.
much money. Like,
Big John said, I still think we need a Cool Kids Adventure group cruise.
I
I
think so.
agree.
I think so.
I agree. I'm gonna start working on
We
that.
need to start looking at like group rates and
I'm
stuff like
gonna
that.
start looking into
Can
it.
you imagine?
That will be spectacular.
Yeah, that'll be amazing.
But it's just it's. I'm very intrigued. I up to probably a week or 2 weeks ago, I would have been like, I don't care what anybody says. There's no way. But lately, because of all the things that they've been releasing, I started to get hyped up. And there's a lot of things that I didn't know.
I think Star Wars. If you're any kind of Star Wars fan, anything will hype you into it. Because even like the lightsabers that we end up buying, we buy them because like they all of a sudden they come out and they're like the biggest thing, and we're like, okay, we gotta go buy it. Like,
Yeah. Let me see what Chino said. Hold on, Chino. I see it like this. For what is expensive for me might not be expensive for someone else.
completely,
So
yes.
many people with money that don't really care, but no, yeah, you're right. But no,
I mean, if it wasn't a money question, like if we had a ton of money, we'd be like, yeah, let's do it. Let's go for it.
I mean,
Yeah.
So for two guests, it's $4,800. For the four of us, it's $6,000. So I always say this: the Carlos and Karen, before they have children, they will be crazy enough and adventurous enough to do something like this. Because
For sure.
we were. I could have seen us like if we would have a YouTube channel when we didn't have the kids with us, and other expenses,
or the 4 dogs,
and the 4 dogs and all that craziness now, right? The Karen and Carlos from the past, we would have actually done.
Yeah, we would have jumped on that.
We would have done it with a YouTube channel, the same setup that we have right now, minus the kids. You know, we love our children, but you gotta admit, there's two more people to pay for. You know, it's like over here, it's like $749 per person more, plus everything else that you gotta pay, right? We would have done it. It might have been the trip for the year.
Yeah. Year and a half.
Year and a half, but we might have done it. The problem is that, you know, $6,000 is hard. Now I do know,
and then it's not even the six, and it's not even just the $6,000, because at that point we need to find the dog sitter, the one that gonna take care of the dogs for the 2 days.
Yeah,
so
$6,000 plus.
Because I'm not gonna pay $6,000 and then have to drive all the way home to take care of the dogs, and then drive all the way back. Like, that would be a waste of $6,000 at that point.
No, but it sounds like an amazing experience.
It does
so far.
So far, we just have to see it, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid that once he sees it, he's really gonna fall in love with it, and then next year.
Yes and no, but it's just $6,000. Again, it's a hard pill to swallow. It's a very hard pill to swallow.
For that, I'm with Big John. We should do the cool case cruise.
But I just want to share with you guys this great information.
Yeah.
From DisneyFanatic.com.
It's nice that they broke it down.
I'm glad that whoever did it, which it was, I guess, DK Bosaki, on February 15, he actually
sat down
and broke it down. So I'm happy that he did that. It literally helped me changing some of my perspective. I'm also happy that Disney's releasing more info. I'm also happy. Listen, I told you guys, Disney doesn't do anything without a purpose. And the fact that all of a sudden, all these people from media got invited, because they got invited at the last minute. So a lot of them were like, we got a huge surprise. We were just not contacted by Disney. You can tell Disney now is pulling the trigger, that they knew they're in trouble.
And they're gonna need that publicity.
And they're
gonna need it from outside of them giving the publicity,
because nobody believes what they're saying
at this point. Yeah,
if you're pulling a video, you put a video, you gotta pull it out. You continue to do our concept, and people keep batching you. The biggest Star Wars fans, don't believe you at this point.
You had a lot of people cancel on you.
You need to reach out to social media people that have a high amount of followers
Right.
in order to kind of like save the reputation, because now it's not about the money. It's how can I give more, save my reputation.
Well, and the fact that they even explain where it all, like, it's coming from this specific comic book. It's not like they had to even pull that at. Maybe they weren't planning on sharing that. Maybe that was something that they wanted to just share with them. But not knowing where this whole Star Wars was connecting to the rest of the Star Wars world, they even had to share that portion. Because now you can go and get those comic books and read them, and then that might make more sense to what you're seeing.
And not only that, don't forget that Disney just pulled out Star Wars at sea.
Yes,
You
they
know,
missed on that one
they
too.
they no longer gonna do Star Wars at sea, because starting next year they're bringing Pixar. And you were the one who made me understand the reason why they were doing it, because they do have this Galactic Star Cruiser.
Right. They kind of had to. They had to take it away from the cruise line, the actual cruise line, because then people were like, "Well, why am I going to do that when I can go to an actual cruise, do that, and then get a ticket to go to Hollywood Studios and do everything at Batu?" Like, it would be the same thing, or probably like less expensive, or obviously you get more days cruising and then just go one day to Disney and do that portion.
But I'm seeing the way that I'm seeing this Galactic Star Cruiser right now is the way that I talk about Disney Genie Plus. Genie Plus is not made for us, the people that visit the park very often. Genie Plus is for people like you guys. They come to Disney maybe once a year, once in a while. So the same thing is with us. Like for us, we still cannot take this breakdown by heart, because I already paid for my annual pass. You are a cast member.
I get in every now and then.
You could get into it like every now and then. So for us to say, "Oh yeah, we saved $400 something dollars," we didn't.
We spend it at that point.
I'm giving Disney $400 something more dollars.
Right.
So for me, in this breakdown,
it's still not justifiable.
Still not justifiable. Right. Now, for somebody who's coming from out of state, who is not an annual pass holder,
that still has to buy the ticket.
They still has to buy a ticket. That
still has to pay ballet. Still have to do all that.
This makes sense.
Yeah.
But I could freaking tell somebody to drop me off at Disney Spring, and then I catch a Disney Spring bus to over here, and I don't even have to pay ballet. Right. If you want to take it that way.
Well, no, like even the people coming in, you still have to buy it. You still have to rent a resort. Like you still have to get a room. You still have to do all those little things that are broken down into that price. Where we wouldn't. We have our houses here.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we could rent a room just to say that we stayed in property, but it's not needed. So we wouldn't have to pay the ballet. We don't have to get the room. We don't have to get the ticket.
Yeah.
So
for me, this breakdown is not gonna work out, but for you guys, definitely. That's what I wanted to share that with you guys, because I think it makes sense now.
Only part that makes sense for us would be the food part.
Well, it's like, but it's like Chino say, some people that have the money, then it will make sense. You know what I mean? Not all of us can stay at Grand Floridian. Not all of us can stay at a villa or something like that. Some people might be DVC that they're like, listen, I paid my DVC membership. I don't need to. Now you could use DVC points for this. They say that they charge you an arm and a leg.
I'm sure. All your DVC points will be gone.
Yeah, Karen is a cast member.
Yeah, but I'm a cast member. I've been a cast member for a little over 20 years.
Yeah. So not everybody can afford to stay on those resorts, but if you could afford it, good for you. Then you're like, okay, you know what? It will be cheaper for me to stay at those resorts, but you know what? They bring a good point. This is the nuance that have most technologically.
If it wasn't a money question, I would like, yes, let's go. Who cares how much it is?
So bottom line, we gotta wait.
We gotta
wait and see what all these content creators are gonna say. And not only that, we gotta wait and see what people like you and me, who has sacrificed, who is super hard to get $6,000, have to say about it. Because if I pay $6,000 and I don't get half of the thing that they're telling me, I'm even as a content creator, I will be bashing it down because I don't want people to go through what we just went through.
Right.
And I don't mean bashing in a disrespectful way, but I want to make sure that when you guys
I wouldn't be
come,
bashing it.
but yeah, no, but what I mean is that we want people. Well, that's what we're here to help people to spend the money and to the right way and to enjoy their time
Right.
while they're here on vacation. That's our main goal, you know. So I'm not going to tell you, oh yeah, spend $4,800 to $6,000 when I'll be like, you know,
It's
no.
not worth it.
If it's not worth it, I will tell you that it's not worth it. So I'm eager to see what everybody has to say. And
It'll be now I can't wait to see what people are gonna say on
trust
on
me,
Friday.
Friday I'm gonna be watching like a
good.
hawk. No, I'll be like, Karen, don't talk to me unless it is Star Cruiser.
I'll be like, hey, so the kids, I don't care.
Yeah.
The kids have a game. Carlo has a basketball game.
Yeah, Carlo has a basketball game
And
that I have to watch. Trust me, the minute somebody release a video, I will be watching. And we will be talking about it next Monday.
I gotta see when the next track meeting.
When is the next track meeting?
Let's
We're gonna
see.
decide that so that way you guys know when our next live is gonna be. But whether it's on Monday or Tuesday when we have our next live, whatever has come out on video or YouTube or Instagram, I will be sharing with you. Because obviously they're telling them Friday because Disney doesn't want to release anything until Friday. That means that Disney themselves are going to be releasing more stuff on Friday. But so definitely we will be talking about it next time. And we will be obviously giving credit where credit is due. So if it's somebody like Jojo who put a YouTube video, you know, we'll be showing his video too.
Yeah, the next track meets Tuesday.
Okay,
so as of right now, we should be able to do it on Monday.
We'll be doing a live stream on Monday, same time.
Well, time we gotta see the Carla has a tournament, so
8 to 8:30.
Yeah,
between 8 to 8:30, we're gonna be meeting again. But anyways, I just want to leave you with these guys. I hope that I was able to kind of like pick your curiosity a little bit, get you excited a little bit more if you weren't. And you can count, you can bet your bottom dollar I will be watching. I will be sharing more with you. And not only this, but all kind of news, because I have the feeling, I just had that slight feeling that a lot of news are breaking down this weekend. Not only because of this, but also Flower and Garden is gonna come up with a menu. I watch it; they're coming hard. So we're gonna be talking a lot, mostly Disney next week. So Universal people, forgive me. But that's how they play the game.
Right.
I don't think Universal is gonna release nothing big as big. Everything from this point forward, because this thing is leaving on the 2nd, right? March 2nd, the first cruise is leaving on the 2nd. So we're what, 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks away. So yeah. But anyways, guys, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Chino, thank you.
Good night.
You. Thank you for everybody for joining us. It was super fun. More to talk about this next week.
More to come.
To be continued, trust me. Well, thank you. We love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget, we have another video on Wednesday, another video on Friday. Universal basically content, and we're gonna try to put some Disney content. Thank you so much, Big John. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you. Good night, everybody. We love you. Take care.
Bye, Miss Sheila.
Have a great night, Miss Sheila. We gotta see.
We gotta see when we can meet up. Yes, we have to meet up.
Yeah, I'll have Karen sending you a message later on or something. Take care, Miss Sheila. Everybody, bye bye.
Have a good night, guys.